McDonald's. McSpicy's back. McSpicy has been one of my favorite sandwiches, chicken sandwiches from way back. Unfortunately, they don't serve it on a year-round timeline or setup. They would only sell it every so often. I guess, I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure they would still be garnering a lot of sales even if it were year-round. But maybe there's just something limited about the spices that they use, probably, for them to not include it year-round. But yeah, since it's here, I'm gonna try it out once again. Packaging, pretty modern. Burger, upon opening you could smell the bun, the chicken. It smells pretty decent. Size is also decent, with lettuce there. Okay. I also ordered the spicy chicken McNuggets to go along with it. 6 pieces right here. I'm a mess in handling all this. There you go. Size looks decent again, although the box is really small. And yeah, Coke Zero and just some Hot Fudge to go with it. Alright. First things first, we're going to taste the bun. Taste the sandwich as a whole. So whenever it's your first bite, you'd always want to get everything in your first bite. Well, I guess it depends. Some fine dining, or some soups rather, you'd prefer to, or it would be best to start off with the soup first, or the broth, and then kind of mix it all in, just to keep it pure as possible, and then really identify the different flavors, different tastes of each individual component. But for a burger or a sandwich, I love having it in like full, complete, in a single bite, because it's a burger. And so with that, my first bite is pretty good. I could already feel the spice. The spice is definitely there. For those who don't have good tolerance to spicy food, I suggest not ordering. Sorry, but the taste is there. It's definitely the classic McDo mayo that they usually use for their different sandwiches. Very nostalgic, actually. Their lettuce tastes the same all throughout the years. Yeah, I love it. I honestly thought I was going to be disappointed because I heard a lot of different people saying that the taste is not the same anymore, and it's just really consumed by spice instead of its taste. I think it's getting, well, me being in the marketing scene, I do like receive a bunch of pitches, briefs, and whatnot for different products. And I think in the spicy category, people are leaning towards that extra niche of really being spicy. Because if you're selling a spicy product, or a product that is known for its spice, you'd really want to be spicy and not just like half-assed. It's kind of spicy, or it's barely there. So I think all these different brands with pushing out all these different spicy products are really making it a point that the spice is there. So I think spice-wise, it is much spicier than last time. You could feel the kick. You could feel the heat actually in your mouth. Bun soft, and thing I like about chicken sandwiches is that your bun doesn't get as soggy as if it were, let's say for example, some beef patty, because all the oils would seep into the bun and then get soggy from there. But for a chicken sandwich, that kind of issue is kept minimal, and it retains pretty much the same dry taste. I feel like I'm also particularly lucky with this order. They really gave me a good one. Usually I would say it would feel dry because the patty is actually pretty huge compared to patty. The bun is actually bigger than the chicken. From the start, when you look at it, it looks like the chicken was actually bigger than the bun and it was exploding out of it. But now that you eat it after getting a few bites in, there's a lot of chicken that's actually lacking. And with that, you would actually feel or taste some kind of dryness because you've just been eating bread for the majority of it. But I feel like I'm lucky. The dressing was spread really well. That classic McDo mayo of theirs or whatever seasoned sauce they have, and it keeps it a little wet or not as dry. And the chicken itself is not dry as well. So that's definitely something. The lettuce is fresh. Maybe it's because the store I ordered from was very close to us, so it took minimal time to deliver and it kind of kept the freshness of the food. Also, is it just me who eats food like separately? Who eats food in a way that he finishes one sort of food before he actually gets to the other? Because I have here chicken McNuggets, spicy chicken McNuggets, and then I have like Coke, I have water over there, I have Hot Fudge over here. But before I eat any of those, I tend to finish one product first before jumping onto the other products. Is it just me, or are you guys also the same? Crunch of the chickens there also. Pretty happy about it. About to finish this. Usually if I'm not speaking too much, this would be gone in like 2 minutes. Chicken's gone, pretty much all bread now. All right, that was for the McSpicy. Return of the McSpicy. Okay, I cleaned a little bit of the crumbs that fell off the table, and now I'll be opening up the Hot Fudge to go with my nuggets. I'm one of those persons who dips my chicken nuggets in the sundae or the Hot Fudge or whatever is given. But if there was rice to go with the nuggets, I'll definitely just eat the nuggets with the rice before I touch the sundae itself. So right over here, I'm supposed to be on a diet, but new food comes out, limited time, so gotta have it. This one is the spicy variant. Maybe I got a bad bite, but let me try again. Okay, so their nuggets aren't as well. Maybe this version or this McSpicy one isn't as flavorful as regular chicken McNuggets, or at least the McNuggets that I've known. I haven't had nuggets in quite a while. those are more flavorful than this one, or maybe I just got unlucky with this certain purchase. So now it will require me to kind of use the barbecue sauce for me to actually get some taste in it. I could taste definitely a lot of the oil in this. Much better with the barbecue sauce. Ah, it's the spot. You just heard me do that. Means the spice is actually getting to me and opening up my sinuses. Now we'll try it with hot fudge. It's melting quite a bit because I didn't put it aside first. When I mix it with the hot fudge, I prefer just the vanilla, but I don't think I'll be eating the chocolate without having something else, so I just dipped it together. People might be watching this and then screaming at me right now. Oh, nice, especially with the chocolate. Actually, it's good with the chocolate. Wow. So the heat from this is kind of balanced out with the cool feeling of the ice cream, or the hot fudge. The fudge is hot, but the ice cream is cold. And yeah, it balances it out. The flavor of the chocolate, especially for this kind of bland chicken nugget, as mentioned, taste isn't quite there. It needed for the barbecue sauce to really shine, but the richness of the chocolate kind of works well with this bland chicken nugget. Gonna double dip with chocolate again. I'm not trying to act like this is sponsored, or like I'm really overreacting my expression. It's actually deep. It's actually pretty good. Down to my last 2 pieces of nuggets. Okay. Last one, I'm gonna use barbecue sauce. And then follow up with the hot fudge. Oh, that's good. You know, these big meals, they're better when kind of by yourself. Usually when I'm out with friends, we over order. I'm just that kind of guy. I would always over order for the group or the family. And even here by myself. But for some reason, it's just like super comforting if you're like by yourself and then you have a big ass meal. Full with dessert. I have some Coke Zero here, but I have this sweet thing already, so probably just save it for the next day. Put it in the ref. Hopefully it doesn't taste bad after. You know how those soft drinks, especially from takeout or delivery, or from fast food restaurants turn really like diluted. Hopefully, if I put it in the ref or the fridge, it's gonna hold up. And this thing is melting fast and it's bigger than I expected. Hope you guys are enjoying. I think I'll make this YouTube video, or yeah, I think I'll make this YouTube channel as a whole just like one uncut video. I know I already took like 2 cuts for this, one for the McSpicy and then this one for the chicken nuggets, but I think yeah, stitching it would be like unfiltered, almost like podcast-esque, except you just have a visual representation of me actually eating the food. And I've had so many different plans about video content in terms of like YouTube, even TikTok. I started considering TikTok, but on TikTok, even if you like try your best to hide, it would still recommend you to like family members or possible friends, and I don't like that. I just want to do my thing without having to be judged by them. Although mostly those friends would definitely support me, I just prefer to like kind of be discovered rather than, I mean, discovered by new people rather than like start from my friends and then grow eventually. Maybe I'm shy, yeah, but that's just me. So I'm choosing YouTube because of that. And so many plans before. One would be fancy fine dining restaurant reviews. So that kind of appeals or targets the market of those people who actually want to try fine dining, or those who can't try it yet but are aspiring to try. Because it's interesting, like when you're in the middle class and then you want to celebrate somewhere nice for a first time, and then you're trying to see which fine dining restaurant would be a good first one, or which fine dining restaurant would be actually worth their money, especially for the amounts that you're spending on fine dining setup here in the Philippines with the current low wages that we're actually making. It would be best to like come in informed and really know. So I was thinking about making content that caters to those people who are interested in that. Especially me, because every Sunday, me and my siblings, or maybe even just myself, we go out to like a special dinner place that we haven't eaten at. Maybe not even just dinner, maybe also lunch, and then probably breakfast buffets. But still, I mean, all those different things that are kind of difficult to attain or have in a regular basis. I wanted to create content from those. That would be on TikTok, and then the other one would be this YouTube video where I'm eating, but this was just my original idea, but not necessarily talk about the food. I would have like different speakers that I'm just eating with casually on a normal setup, and we're talking about life. So that's one of the ideas that I wanted to do. So imagine if I just start out, have like grow my following. My end game of that channel would be like grow my following so big, and then one day I'll be like in this restaurant. It could even be a hole in the wall. It doesn't have to be fancy, like unlike the TikTok one that I was envisioning. It could be like somewhere, maybe like Carinderia even, or some fast food restaurant, anywhere just to eat and talk and sit down. And then my guest would be like somebody important, kind of like Anthony Bourdain style with Obama, eating in Vietnam. That would be so sick. Yeah, and then they're not talking about the food. Well, I think Anthony Bourdain's shows really talks about the food, but in my like idea, or the concept that I was looking for, was really just like talking one-on-one with the different guests. And what would bring people to watch it is the critical thinking between me as a host and whoever the person I'm talking to. if they're a special person, or if they're like, if they give good advice. And then we talk about anything under the sun. Like it could be status quo, could be different interests, could be different anything. And I think that would be like, again, a niche market because it's long form and the attention of everybody's like fading away. But that would be sick. That would be cool. And then we're not commenting about the food, we're just eating. And then you'd know if the food is good if we're just like enjoying while eating, right? Of course, we're going to probably mention here and there like, oh, this one tastes good, this one tastes bad, this one lacks whatever. But generally, the premise of that concept was supposed to be just talking about anything in a critical sense and like a deep dive of whatever topic that is. Because small talk is nice, yeah, but I'm a conversationalist, I would say, or at least I love hearing stories about people. And I think me as a person, I grow up and become a better person from listening to all these stories, and I improve as a person as well from the experiences of other people. Right, I ate too slow for my Sunday. I've been yapping too much. Now it's turned to almost like soup-like, very liquid. So I'm just gonna almost chug this. So yeah, I'm just going to start out raw, and I feel like I'm going to continue being as raw as possible. And then yeah, I hope everybody, or at least somebody out there, sees me, finds me, without me doing massive promotions or shilling to my friends, as people will just find me and then like say, hey, this guy's an interesting dude. I feel like I am interesting in a way. I feel like there are a lot of things that I know that people can relate to, and I have so many perspectives that I could share, and I feel like it sometimes, or there could be a possibility that some of the things that I say would be valuable to other people. So I'm excited to kind of bring that value to people and change lives eventually, become philanthropic, philanthropic one day. And yeah, just good vibes all over. I guess that's my first video. Had a chow down, McSpicy, McNuggets, Hot Fudge, Coke Zero maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Ironic actually that I started out with a McDonald's brand. I mean the McDonald's brand itself, knowing my experiences or my background. But still, I hope you guys enjoyed. Till the next one, ciao later. Ciao later. You guys better help me with a closing line maybe. Ciao you guys later. Ciao you guys later. Ciao ya. Ciao. Okay, see ya guys.